it's going to be green light racing here at Monza. Here goes Noah. He's going to try and go wheel to wheel with the leader. Vic, once again, back on the top step. We did say take it easy. Oh my goodness. Sinead's going to go for it here into 14, 15. Side by side, is it going to be Mercedes or is it going to be a BMW?
Hello everyone and welcome to round 8 of the championship here at the Hungaroring. We are about to get underway here. Qualifying has started. The drivers are making their way around the circuit now in preparation for starting their laps. Before we get into that though, let's just take a look at Asetek. Remember we do have that 5% discount if you use code PhoenixSimSport at checkout, and that'll get you some lovely gear. And then let's just take a look as well at the current standings. So, standings at the moment, Gracek on 260 points, followed closely by Carlos Schulze on 206. So quite a bit of a gap, a 54-point gap there at the moment. Val Thunder very close behind on 200 as well. Jan on 166 and Mr. Voller on 145. So we do have still a little bit of a fight for the championship here, and this is exactly what we are here for today, aren't we? Mr. Gracek getting ready to go for a lap, as is Mr. Fuller, and in the box with me today I do have Mr. Fuller right here. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you doing?
Doing very well indeed. I'm looking forward to some great racing. Unfortunately, though, we have lost Val Thunder today, who is in that championship fight, or certainly the fight for the top 3, so that is going to be a big blow to his championship. But unfortunately, life happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. I always say in sim racing, especially in our skill-based level, real life should always be go first, and then other things can come.
That is exactly
unfortunate for him
it.
today, but I think we hope he can manage it so he's back next week.
Hopefully so. We would love to see him back on track. But talking about being on track, we are following Mr. Fuller right now. And again, this could be a brilliant opportunity for Fuller to get some very good points here today. There is some big points up for grabs, and we've got a couple of new drivers on track as well. Let's just go over to them. We have got Paddy Thomas joining us today. Apologies, the livery hasn't worked. This is a very nice livery that we'll have to get working for next week, but unfortunately it hasn't been able to sync today. But yeah, Paddy joins us today for this race, and let's see how he gets on, along with Anatoly Krutov also joining us in the BMW, and we also have Sean Wainman as well. So 3 new people on the grid today, and Sean popping it in P2 for the moment. Let's just move over.
Only
actually
4 times slower.
Yeah, so we could see a little bit of a battle there for the top, which would be great to see. Let's just go over.
It seems like the conditions will stay stable until the qualifying end. We have in 30 minutes more rain, but the session will be over then, so maybe we can see some consistent lap times, not like last time in Misano where it was wet.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder. Oh, Voller is very quiet. Thank you very much, Nico. I will.
Am I?
Try to fix that. Voller, if you could just let us know. Hear that lovely voice?
My lovely voice, okay.
Yes.
So we see Wainwright just going through the chicane here now. He's 8 tenths on the Delta right now, so he's definitely improving on purple. Let's see if can Gracek answer that and he end that lap into a provisional pole position.
very good lap indeed. Tomek coming around the final corner and is improving by half a second. So this could get into the 50s. It does! It's a 150.727. But Sean is improving even more. He could get into the 150.6s if he's able to hold on to this lap time. So let's just go over to Sean. Watch him. Yes, indeed, we could try syncing it between quali and race. We did try a sync just before the start of the race. We can see the liveries there, but for some reason, John does go pole. There you go. So a 150.645. So Florian, we could see a good battle here today.
Yeah. And the BOP just seems to be on point because the McLaren has 20 kilos, but I think that's fair enough because the first two cars are too different and they're in between a tenth of a second.
Yes, indeed. So that's pretty impressive to see. Although, I think we need to see probably a better lap time from Jan Ivanov. Jan struggling at the moment. 152.2.
Is already improving again.
Wow, excellent. Yeah, and that is, according to my wonderful predictions here, enough for a pole lap.
He really steams the BMW through the corners here, man.
Oh, yeah, he's got such a good handle of that car, doesn't he? Absolutely.
Definitely.
Beautiful to see him at work. Let's just move over to him as he comes out of the final corner. It is going to come up to pole position. 150.2.
He is 2 times faster in the first sector. In the second sector, he's 500 slower, but he gains again in the third sector with 2 times.
Interesting.
So that's why Wayneman needs to find the time. Let's see if he can improve too, and we see all of them are improving right now except from Fuller and Krotov, so that will be interesting if Ivanov maybe can compete with the front. Let's see what he can do.
So it would be great to see him up there.
Normally the Lamborghini is pretty good in the rain. I'm driving it by myself and it's quite easy to drive in the rain compared to other cars like the BMW, in my opinion, or the McLaren.
That's interesting.
But it's also a type of driving style always, and setup and pressure, tire pressures. So.
Of course, of course. We know that Jan is a very good, consistent driver. Is that going to really help him today in these rainy conditions?
Yeah, that definitely. Experience is key in such difficult conditions, as you can see on Misano. He did a very good race too, but unfortunately he had a drive-through then to the loss of track limits.
Yeah, that was really
Ivanov is pretty consistent in the rain, and that will help him today, maybe to catch his first podium in the season.
That would be great to see. Currently sitting P3 at the moment. He did improve up to a 151.3, so we did see a much better lap time there from Jan. Probably just getting a bit of a feel for the track.
And there's
today.
A new best lap.
Oh, there we go, 150.1.
And this time he nailed all sectors.
Wow, incredible stuff then from Tomek. Great to see.
Emar is also improving now and catches up to P4. Let's see what Paddy can do. He's also improving.
Let's go on board with Mr. Thomas and see how he gets on. Coming down into the final sector, yellow flag. But Mr. Fuller is way off track, so that's good. Won't block this lap.
Oh, he missed a bit the entry bit, but just doing a late egg pick, so it should be fine. Not that much loss of time. And you can really see how he's playing with the gas to get that grip down and get a pretty decent exit.
That is a good
lap
time.
Is it enough to catch P6? No, it isn't.
Not quite.
He still needs to find a couple of attempts to improve his position.
For sure. And I would hazard a guess that car number 9 has got a little bit of pace in there too. I think Mr.
Yeah, he's
Kenzo.
invalid right now, but maybe the next
Yeah.
lap.
Currently 1.9 off pole. Usually we can expect Mr. Tuchus to be a little bit closer. So let's see how he can get on. Can he find any improvement here? It's going to be all about feeling where the grip is.
At the moment, he's not improving, but now he got a good exit and is neutral on his data. Let's see if he can nail the second and third sector. Oh, there was a slide. Ooh!
Just as we came,
Nice catch.
he came up on camera there. Yeah.
This corner is so
Sideways.
difficult,
It is. As a mar,
especially
then.
in cars which has not much that downforce like an F2 car or F1 car.
True. Yeah.
This car isn't fitted perfectly to GT3s, but it's still fun to drive here.
Oh, definitely, it is. It's one of those real driver challenges, isn't it? I think a lot of drivers.
Yeah, definitely.
Really enjoy
You
it.
have no really pause because you have a very short straight. It's not. It's a bit like Nordschleife without the Döttinger Höhe, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
true.
you don't have that elevation like there, but you have corner by corner, and they're coming so fast. You need to really concentrate here.
Most definitely.
One mistake can you lose the race.
Yes, indeed.
Ivanov is improving again,
Excellent.
and
How much closer can he
And
get to
he's-
P2?
I think he has still 3 to 4 attempts maybe in.
A yellow
Maybe
flag,
he's adjusting
though.
right now. Oh yeah, Crossland is off the track. Is doing a pretty slow outlap, or no? He just. What is he doing?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we clicked on the wrong replay. I think he's just pulled over. Let's see if we can get the replay for 85. There we go. So, Jan coming around the final corner, trying to start a lap. But pulls over, so it was just an abandoned lap.
Okay.
Okay then, and comes back out on track again. Who are our biggest improvers right now? No one
At the
really
moment,
improving.
Cochon-Blin is improving by 3 tenths right now.
Oh, he is. Yeah. So let's go over to him and see how he's getting on. To 0.4 now, so carrying a good flow here today. At the
And
moment.
he missed the corner.
Oh, yeah, that's going to lose
Oh,
a bit
he
of
lost
time.
some
It
time there.
is.
That's unfortunate.
That was going to be enough for P5. Oh, but he's gained a lot of time back in this third sector.
Yeah, and
A lot of
who's
time.
also improving. Yeah, a lot of time. Who's also who we also look at it right now is Krotov is just improving his lap time to an 154.7, but still 6 times slower than Fuller. Maybe he can try to get close to Fuller, so they have a nice battle there. And he is already. Oh no, he lost time again. Man, that data is baiting me today.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, let's see. Wayneman is out again.
Oh, let's
Down
see
into
how he
turn
can draw.
turn 2 and 3 right now. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he takes a pretty early entry into the corner. That compromises his exit a bit. But it looks fine to me. And there's a yellow. Oh, there was a yellow flag. The number 10 just spun off the track.
Thankfully, gets out of the way before.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah, this
Oh.
curb is so slippery.
yeah, that's really interesting. I wonder, should the drivers be avoiding that curb rather than using it? Is that going to be faster?
Yeah,
here today?
definitely.
Okay.
You can take it in some cars, but you need to be very cautious because you drive the corner normally like that you add the apex back on the throttle and heading to the outside. And when maybe you should try to drive a bit later in apex to avoid that curb, but they need to figure it out for themselves.
Of course. But we've seen that curb catch out a few drivers. Hopefully it'll not be a problem during the race, as Mr. Grasick also gets caught out on a curb as well.
Yeah.
And returns to the pits. So it's not going to be easy out there today.
Definitely not. But at the moment, at this time, the track is at the best shape they can get in qualifying because all the cars are driving, so there's less water on the track, so maybe this is the time where you try to get another shot.
Most definitely. I'm going to try and get out there. Get the laps in as best they can.
Crossland is improving in the first corner. A bit early on the gas, I think. But still gets a decent exit.
Okay.
Missed the corner there a bit. And let's see if he can manage the corner this time. Oh no, he goes wide.
Oh,
And
massively
it's
wide.
invalid.
Unlucky. Just carrying a little too much speed there through turn 4. Like that's 4.
I think that's 4, yeah.
I can never be sure, you know, what exactly is counted as a corner these days with turn 2 at Red Bull Ring being the
Yeah, that's
stupid
some
term.
BS.
Yeah. But that's just there to make
Ivanov
things
is
difficult for
improving
commentators.
again by 1/10.
Excellent.
Hopefully there is no commentator's curse. Let's see if he can
Hopefully
manage the
not.
chicane this time. Takes the second curb good. Loses a bit time, but it should be fine. Oh, he goes full onto the curbs, man.
Yeah, that is.
No
He's
risk,
going
no fun.
full risk, yeah, for sure. And he is giving it absolutely everything right here.
Look at his grip. That's what's the Lambo
This
good
is
in it in these
interesting.
conditions. Oh, braked a bit too late there, but should be still fine. Lost a bit of time there.
Still up on his lap time, so he's still doing well. Could get into the 50s.
I think he should have shifted down in that corner to the second gear.
Oh, yeah.
But he still improves.
Still a good improvement. So that's good news, at least for the race. That's going to show that he's got a little bit of pace in the bag.
Let's see if he can reach the the high 50s or even the mid 50s.
That would be great.
He still has
to
a lap.
See. Yes, indeed. So we do still definitely have time. 40 seconds left to go in the session, so Jan's lap will be valid. Mr. Fuller also starting a lap. Anatoly starting a lap. But Grasick Amar and Cruson Blum and Thomas all will have to stay in the pits. And Mr. Wainman also returning to the pits as well, so happy with his session so far.
At the moment, it doesn't look like he's improving, but Fuller is on still on a hot lap. Oh, he makes a mistake. That's unfortunate for him.
I think he tried to take the second curb the same way he did in the previous lap, but this time it just spat him out of the corner. So unfortunately, Jan is going to have to settle for P3 here today.
Yeah, let's see if Fuller can improve his lap time. He's already 2 times up. And he does indeed a great job by the point that he's only driving with one leg and one arm.
That's right. Absolutely incredible stuff. You know, this man turns up every single race and, you know, keeps pushing no matter what, and it's just absolutely amazing spirit to see.
I just need to text Ivanov,
Yes.
giving him some tips.
Yep.
Commentators curse.
Yeah, don't touch that curve. We'll commentators curse everyone else, not you. No, we wouldn't do that, viewers, would we?
Where the fuck is he? Oh, there he is.
And Fuller does improve up to
yeah.
53.8, so a good lap time there from Brandon Fuller. So there we go. That is us for now. Oh, I always hate the fact that there's the two leaderboards on top of each other. But we gotta just wait here a moment. Ah, there we go. On a blank screen now. So, yeah, Mr. Gresick then, in the very place that will allow him to take a third win of this season, the first driver to do so, if he can win.
Oh, yeah.
He's on pole right now, so he's got a good shot at taking the win. But can Sean come out of nowhere? Brand new player. We've not seen him race here as of yet. Can he spring a surprise and be the 6th winner this season? What an incredible season this has been to see 5 different people rather to win races so far. Absolutely incredible stuff. Let's see if we can see a 6th person win. Jan could be in for a good result here today as well. So while we are waiting for everything to flip over, let's just see. Let's turn that on. There we go. All right.
Alright, we have some wet conditions. Watch out for curves and exit, and remember to brake early.
Let's see what happens right now.
Yes.
So we have basically Gresick at pole position, 5 times of Wayneman. Let's see if he can carry that pace into the race.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
Wayneman is way more consistent in the race, and maybe he can compete with Gresick.
Hopefully so. We'd absolutely love to see a great battle here. But first of all, let's take a look at the grid walk. So first of all, we have got Gresick on pole, as we say. Already won 2 races this season. How can he get on today? Is he going to be able to control it from the front, or is this man going to be pushing him all the way? Half a second off pole here today. But wet conditions means that it is not going to be an easy race. Then in behind we have Jan Ivanov. Great starting position here today in P3. 0.8 of a second off pole. But again, we know that he's very consistent and a good driver in the race. Then Amar in P4 will be serving a pit lane start, so won't be P4 after the formation lap. So instead, it's going to be Mr. Tchus in car number 9, his teammate. 1.4 seconds off pole here today, so we could probably expect him to move a little bit further forward and battle Jan for the podium. Then Jonathan Crossland in P6. Again, this could be a great result for Mr. Crossland if he can hang on to the back of Mr. Tchus. Paddy Thomas making his debut here today as well, starting in P7, 2 seconds off of the pole time. How can he get on as well? Hopefully has a great race. Brandon Fuller, again, another great chance to equal, if not better, his career best so far here at Phoenix Sim Sport. Car 973 starting in P8. Then we have our 3rd newcomer as well, car number 10, Anatoly Krutov, starting in P9. 9. Some great points up for grabs here today. And we have Team Gresic in the chat. Welcome, welcome. And hopefully we'll have some great battles here today with Tomek. And Tomek can take a great result. If Tomek wins today, that is going to put the championship probably well out of reach of anyone else. We'll take another quick look at the standings while we are waiting. So Tomek on 260 points with 50 points for a win. And with most of his main competitors not being on track today, he could very well move it. In fact, if he does win, it will be the championship.
Yeah,
so
and he will break the 300. Maybe not with the double points in the last race.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it won't necessarily be. So
He
it will be
needs to
very
win the next
difficult
one.
for everyone else to win, but not quite mathematically impossible. Yeah, there could
Don't
be
do the
some-
same mistake like me in
Oh
Kota.
no! Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. No commentator cursing. So yeah, some big points up for grabs here today. And we also have boop. Yep, get deleted. Don't come in here and spam, you spammy person, you. Bye bye. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, about to get underway.
About a
We
minute.
have another minute still to go. So,
Yeah. Oh gosh, I just see my
Yeah.
recording didn't work.
oh no, that's not ideal.
But we had. Oh no, it's recording, but only
Good,
2
good,
minutes.
good.
Okay, never mind. So the race I got, but not the qualifying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the race is the important bit anyway, isn't it, everyone? That's where we get all of the action.
That's right. So maybe we can talk about the next season calendar a bit in that short waiting time.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, we've got some really interesting stuff coming up next season. So let's just, where are we on it? So yeah, next season calendar, gonna be kicking off in Silverstone. Absolutely legendary circuit, and yeah, I think we'll have the driver be very happy with that beautiful circuit. Then going to Spa. Round 3 is going to be the legendary Nordschleife, always a tricky one to drive around Zolder in the night. And for round 4, Imola in Sunrise. Hungaroring as round 6. Hopefully we finally have a dry one for that one. It's been a while since we've done dry Hungaroring. Zandvoort in round 7. Right to 8 Red Bull Ring. Paul Ricard, number 9. And rounding off the season with a beautiful 2 hours of Monza. What do we think of that? How cool is that?
That could be pretty interesting though.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Hopefully the grid is a bit more filled up then.
Hopefully
Through
so.
the season.
Yes, indeed. We're going to need to sprinkle a little bit of the old Mav magic, as I say, to make sure that that does happen.
Maybe the 757 boys come back.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully so. That would be great to see the crew back on track once again. Because definitely we would have had a great battle for the Teams Championship here this season. But yeah, one of those things. But we've got some interesting racing here today anyway.
We are at the formation lab right now. So this is normally the part on the rain when it's raining, where you try to see how the car is feeling, if it's feeling different compared to qualifying, and where you really try to get a flow into the conditions. And if it's feeling good, then you can have a good start, basically.
So-
Strategic-wise, on this track, not on this track, in the rain, it's basically normally, yes, you have a mandatory pit stop, but normally you don't change tires here in the rain. But you can, if the conditions are changing. Let me check that. There will be indeed less rain in 10 to 30 minutes, so maybe
Interesting. I
you will
wonder-
do a tire change with pressures, because the pressures will rise up a bit then when the rain is less on the track. So basically, the reverse sweep what I did in Misano.
Yes, good point. Or do you wait for it to go dry? If it goes
No,
dry.
I think that if it goes dry, but I don't think so.
That could be very interesting, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to keep watching right here. Hope you're all looking forward to this start.
So we have now a pretty interesting comparison between BMW versus McLaren. I would say the McLaren is better at the start normally, but if the BMW brake boosts the car, no chance for the McLaren.
Interesting. So
Let's see who gets the best reaction.
This is gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be ultimately what
And
could
it's
decide
green.
it here. And away we go.
Ivanov gets a good start, to
That's
be
a
honest.
brilliant start from Ivanov. He might very well get into P2 here. Is he gonna challenge for P1? Who's gonna break the latest?
No, he's
Oh,
braking a
Sean
bit
round the
earlier,
outside,
just
though.
to be safe.
Yeah, great stuff. Just keeping it nice and clean for now. Hold on to P3. And that looks like Crossland going down the inside of car number 9. Oh, a little bit of
Oh,
a
there was-
tap, I think.
Yeah, but that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, all good, all good. Everyone gets through nice and safe, but car number 9 is going to fight back.
This
On
is
it.
now the moment where you need to be stay calm if you're in Shinzo's rule, because you know you're particularly normally faster than Crossland, but being faster is the one way, passing him is the other way. Like especially on tracks like this one. There's not really space to overtake in the rain.
Exactly, so Kenzo's going to really have to think about what to do here. He needs to make the move as early as possible, but to make sure that Jan doesn't get too far ahead. But you're right, you can't just go sending a dangerous move whenever there is no space. But Crossland was
there's a yellow
very
flag.
defensive. Oh, no sign, you got in the way.
There was an incident between the number 10 and the number 973.
Yeah,
Maybe.
let's 973. Yeah, let's just take a look at the replay and see what it says. Fuller following car number 10. Qualified ahead of Anatoly, but Anatoly losing the car, and Mr. Fuller
Ooh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate for him.
making contact. That is unfortunate, and that
Ooh.
does let Amar through for P7, and
Yeah.
Fuller in for damage, most likely. That McLaren is probably going to be feeling pretty horrible to drive.
And we see Teshus wants to get past, but there's just no way. He's way better on the brakes, but he was too far behind. So maybe now he gets the opportunity. Now missed the corner a bit.
Paddy drifting in the background
Ooh.
there.
Ooh, I just saw that. And it's that damn curb again.
It's that's exactly what it was. Yeah, just a little bit too much of that curb, and it unsettled the car. No such problems though for car number 9. But you're right.
Well, the
he's
gaps are-
really wanting to get through.
Yeah, the gaps between P1 and P2 already is already 1 second. Maybe it stays like that, or Gresswick is just driving away. Ivanov losing a bit time against P1 and P2, but maybe he's just trying to get into his rhythm. I would say the same for Tishus and Crossland.
Yeah, for sure. There's always going to be that little bit of time at the start of a race, isn't it, where you're just feeling out the grip. You know, you do try to do as much as you can, as you say, on the formation lap. But whenever you're moving a lot slower, and as well, these guys are going to be creating a bit of a dry line as well. So conditions are going to be constantly changing all of the time. You've got to really adapt to that.
Yeah.
You're right.
At the moment, it is good for Ivanovs that he's still in front, or that Crossland is still in front of Tishus.
Yeah,
So he can pass away, but if the point is coming when Tishus is passing Crossland, I think that this will be interesting between Ivanovs and Tishus.
I think so. This is going to be quite the battle. But for now,
He's still not quite far, quite close enough. And the Mercedes is just better in the chicane, as you can see.
oh, much better. Is it able to take a lot more curb than the McLaren?
Yeah, it sucks the curbs like nothing. Really. There's no overcurb. Maybe the BMW, which can take curbs so hard like the Mercedes.
Interesting. So yeah, that chicane really is an advantage for the Mercedes.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier off stream. That's the because the engine is not completely at the front. It's front mid, I would say. So the balance is pretty good on this car. But now he's close. Maybe he can. No, he just gets. Crossland just gets a pretty good exit there.
It does, and they were about to come across traffic, but Mr. Fuller getting out of the way nice and early. Kenzo around the outside, but that's too late. That's
yeah, that's too late, unfortunately.
Yeah. He was never going to get the car slowed down enough. He needs to make a move and try and rattle Crossland's cage, but at the same time, Crossland is just driving really, really well here. In fact, is potentially even catching Ivanov ahead.
Yeah.
So
slightly, and Ivanov is gaining a bit on Wayneman too. He was 3 times faster last lap.
yeah, interesting. We could have quite the battle here for the podium places. And Amar is not too far behind as well, and is setting pretty good lap times.
Yeah, 52s. Paddy is doing 53.1, so he will gain in the next few laps to Paddy. So there will be a second battle on the track in a few laps.
Yes, indeed. So we've got all the action here. And Mr. Impact in the chat. Can't wait for that Merc in LMU. Yeah, that is going to be beautiful once it is added to LMU. Le Mans Ultimate doing
I think this will be then the time where I step back into the Merc. I started in the race room with the Mercedes. I drove it pretty long in ACC.
Yeah.
But then I just got rid of it because it didn't felt so good. Then I just tested the Lambo.
Yeah. And the Lambo just suited you well.
I would just say it's not bad in ACC, but it doesn't feel like it's good.
Yeah.
You need a specific driving style to get fast with it in ACC.
Interesting. Definitely, that would be interesting to see what the differences are in Le Mans Ultimate. It's a completely different model.
Yeah, the cars, you need to drive so different there. That's crazy.
For sure.
In ACC, you always need to drive a bit with a slip angle out of the corners, so you're getting fast. In LMU, it's completely different. You really need to take clean exits, clean braking. That's crazy.
It is. It's a very interesting challenge indeed.
Ivanov is going far, opens the gap a bit, but not because he's faster. either Crossland just did some mistakes here.
Yeah, he's dropped a little time, so I wonder, is the pressure from Cruchon Blanc just really creeping up? But he is improving on this lap.
Yeah. He did. The second sector was pretty good though. But Tishoes is already improving, also improving. So this is
Yeah, this is
the
gonna be
again.
spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, look how much better he is on the brakes. Oh, we're gonna see some kind of through on the inside. Is he gonna try to switch back?
He just makes a bad exit again, but he has still
very
50
close,
minutes.
though. He does. Still
In
plenty of time.
To be honest, with that information you see when it's getting less rain. I would, to be honest, just try to undercut him right now because you have the fuel lever.
Yeah.
And if the conditions are staying stable, you don't need to switch the tire.
Yeah, true.
And he goes outside. Oh, he just got.
Oh,
Oh.
is he going to let off the throttle? That could
Oh.
be. That's a bit of a tap. Oh, that might have to be looked at because that potentially was a move outside the track. Did he gain a lasting advantage by holding on to position outside of the circuit? That's something stewards are going to have a look at. Mr. Crossland is holding on really close here. Could be looking for a counter attack. He's not going to give it up that easy.
No. Tishoes is already gapping him.
Yeah, he's
Right
really
now.
starting to run away now, isn't he?
That was-
Nope, you're right.
Another interesting point on this track in the rain, like on Misano or pretty much every other track, the track limits are here pretty strict in the rain.
Could we see that be a bit of a problem here today, or is that going to be not as bad as Misano? Misano was very difficult for the drivers.
Yeah, I think it's not as bad, but it is still bad.
Okay, interesting.
Especially that turn 5, turn 6, turn 5? That upper left
One
hand.
of those ones, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That is one of those places you really want to get on the throttle nice and early, but the car just understeers wide. So yeah, let's see how everyone gets on for now. As
Ivanov improving with an 51.5, so he's going into that rhythm, as I said. So he maybe can gain on Wayneman. And also, Amar is gaining on Petty.
here we go. This could be the next battle for position. Crossland just not quite able to keep up with McLaren ahead.
Yeah, Greshik is just driving on its own again. He's pretty good. It's a bit sad that Felinski is not driving anymore because I think that could be an interesting battle between them.
For sure, I think we would have seen.
Especially with that Lexus.
Yeah, for sure. I think we would have seen a really great battle out there today. But yeah, one of those things. You know, sometimes. Yep, drivers' life just gets in the way, as we said earlier. You know.
Yeah.
As Kenzo improves then to
Ooh, Wayneman was
51-1.
faster. Yeah.
So
And-
this lap, yeah, Sean is the fastest man on track, and then Kenzo. So interesting stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty interesting. There's always a gap between about 3 seconds, but Crossland is still only 1 second behind Shoes.
Yeah, he's not letting him get away too quickly. He's holding on to that position. And who knows what the differences are in fuel, etc. So, Mr. Semele, at the moment, we do only have 9 drivers on track. Usually, we do have much higher numbers than that. We started this season with, if I'm not mistaken, 30 drivers. Absolutely incredible stuff.
So, yes.
But the combination of Indianapolis last week, which is not very popular with the drivers, and no, that's okay. I understand what you mean.
It's not too bad, but I think it would be a better track if the banking in the last corner, not that stupid chicane, you know?
Yeah, I think
if you
that
just
would
go
have been,
out on the outer ring and just drove the last corner.
for sure. It would have at least
Like you
improved
have
flow.
on Lausitz ring or something.
Yes. You know, whereas just it doesn't quite seem to have that nice, satisfying flow that, like, for example, Hungaroring has. You know, it just seems to just break the flow everywhere you go. But yeah, one of those things.
So, Aymar is about 6 temps behind Paddy right now.
He is right on his
Let's
tail.
see what happens here next. McLaren versus McLaren.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. No car advantage, but Amar looking a bit more confident in his McLaren.
But gaining is the one thing,
Yeah,
and passing is the other thing, as we saw with Tishoes and Crossland.
that's exactly it.
And Tishoes is definitely gaining a bit on Ivanov.
So we could see a battle for the podium there. Be great
Yep.
to see Amar.
He's really on that edge.
Very much so. Paddy right now
Great car
doing a
control here. Ooh,
great
he's really
defensive job.
slippery.
Oh, he's gone
driving
wide.
a-
That's going to give Amar.
Oh, that's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But Amar is driving a really loose setup there. I think he's almost every corner has a bit oversteer.
Yeah. So he's able to get that
I
car
like that-
rotated.
I like that too, but sometimes it's just not fast,
It
you
could
know?
be. Yeah, of course.
I mean, in the rain it's fine because the tires are cold anyway, but especially on track high temperatures,
Yeah,
it's
you're
not
just
the
gonna,
best to have a slippery car.
of course.
Oh,
'cause
there
you're
was
just
a
gonna
slide again.
cause more problems, aren't you? Yeah, I wonder is
Yeah.
just Amar just using TC that's maybe just a little bit too low, or you know, I don't know. Could be-
Well, he's driving TC1, as I can see.
Interesting,
If it's
so-
correctly shown. So yes, indeed, he's driving low TC, but
He is. That
as we
usually
know,
suits the McLaren though, doesn't it?
yeah. For example, in the Lambo, you drive normally. If you're a skilled driver, which I'm not, you're driving also TC1, and what I figured out is if you switch on the second TC, so you have TC cut and TC slip angle, it helps a bit on the Lambo if you just do it on one, and then you drive normally TC2, TC1 on 2 and TC2 on 1 or something.
Interesting. Usually the advice for the McLaren is turn off TC cut and just
for every
use
car.
TC1. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
The sad thing is, there's especially only one car where is the TC working correctly, and that's the Ferrari. The others are kind of bugged.
Yeah.
That's why you're driving often TC1 or even off.
Yes, indeed.
And
Every
Jesus
car
is gaining
except
on Ivanov.
AMR. There you go. It is the AMR that is the one where. Is that correct, Nico? Every car except AMR is the one that the TC Cut works on. AMR still works with TC1 and TC2. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Nico. Oh, a big drift in the final corner from Amar. That's just to give style points for us there.
Yeah, and this is normally the point where you try to turn down a bit the pace so you don't lose the car because you're going over the edge. Let's see if Amar is doing it or if he just goes like that crazy.
Yeah, you just got to make sure that you keep a good, consistent pace at this kind of stage, isn't that right? I mean, we're coming just about up to 20 minutes elapsed, 40 minutes remaining. So the drivers will be starting to think about pit stops, I'm sure. So what you don't want to do is spin the car out, lose a whole pile of time, and then all of that work is gone.
Yeah, I think we will see the first cars in about 5 to 10 minutes into the pits.
Interesting. A bit of an early one then, do you think?
Yeah, it's about the half of the race then. As you can see, we have 40 minutes left. So we have in 10 minutes it's getting less rain, and then in 30 it's getting even better, so almost no rain there. So we could see changing conditions here. So maybe the call is right now staying out until it's getting better and get a new set of tires.
Interesting.
Maybe.
So, yeah, this is going to be very tricky for the drivers to work out.
But you will lose 5 seconds in the pits when you don't when you change tires. And the question is, if the conditions are getting better, if the difference between a new and a worn wet tire, is the difference big enough so you can gain that 5 seconds back? That's what I want to say.
Ultimate question. Yep. There's only one
And
way to find out.
did some mistakes, I think, because Couchon did a 50.7. Wow.
Wow, what a lap time.
He is right on his edge right now.
He is absolutely flying right now. Lap times are still quite slow, so yeah, it's looking like the lap times aren't showing too much improvement. They are holding pretty consistent as well, so it doesn't seem like the conditions are improving too much. Although, car number 9.
Oh, there's a drive-through for the number 88.
Oh,
for Paddy.
No, Paddy! So, Paddy, yep, then catching a drive-through for track limits, unfortunately. Paddy Thomas. Is he going to lose position? He might do. He might lose position to Anatoly. 46 seconds behind.
I think Ivanov is at the moment struggling a bit. He's still driving consistent lap times, but Jesus is just faster, and now he got a really good exit. So maybe
Is it going to be enough?
he tries to be on the inside at the next corner.
And good spot, Nico. Oh, he doesn't brake late enough. So Jan holds on to it for now. So Jan and Wayman then into the pits. Paddy into the pits as well. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because of the drive-through.
Yeah, so Paddy's going to be serving the drive-through. Sean, though, is going to be... let's see. Where's the pit stop prediction? Oh, no.
Jesus doesn't know the master trick for driving in the wets. What is the master trick?
Oh, yeah, what is the... Yes, do tell us. Wise master, what is the... the trick? Please do inform us. Show prediction on map. There we go. Only focused. Yeah, that's what we want to see. And
Ama
let's-
incident. What? Did we
Amar
miss something?
incident. Yeah, we did. So car number 15.
Oh. Oh, I think, yeah,
Causing
it's
a
that
yellow flag.
bloody corner.
I think you're right, because we're going to come through there now.
He
And
touches the curb and just
he
went
does!
wet.
Oh,
I bet,
and
yeah.
he's
Oh,
clattered
that's
the
a hard
wall.
impact.
That is going to be a big impact. That's going to be a lot of damage then on that McLaren. Which is unfortunate. He was making a really good recovery drive from that pit lane start.
And that's what I told you a few minutes earlier, the race, as he just go full throttle out of the last corner and almost touch the inner wall.
Yeah.
He is going over the edge of the car, so maybe he turns down right now the pace a bit because he overshot again. So maybe, hopefully he does it and can finish the race.
Hopefully so. Let's just go on board with to choose here to see if we can pick up on that brake bias. Not sure if it's going to be shown correctly or not.
Normally
don't-
it's 49.4.
Yeah,
Should it's okay, I guess.
it sounds pretty reasonable for the McLaren. Right the outside. Can you choose? Make it stick. He's going to. But Jan breaks a little
But
later for
Jan
the
got-
chicane, but it's too late.
Oh!
But Jan holds on to it. Parks the bus in the second part of the apex. Brilliant defensive
Yeah.
driving from Jan. Lovely to see.
He really feels the pressure. Oh,
that's
there was a little
tap.
touch.
Yeah.
Maybe we go into the onboard with two shoes right now.
Yeah, let's see what we can see from the cockpit. See what it looks like from in that car. Oh, a little flash of the lights from Kenzo. Trying to put Jan off. Paddy back in the pits as well. That's probably for his pit stop. Neither of
Yeah, I
these
guess so.
drivers decide to stop. 34 minutes rather, left to go.
And there's a car on the exit right now, so maybe. Oh, there comes the dive bomb.
Whoa!
But he
What a
overshoots.
send!
There's no way he's making the corner.
Oh, camera change for me. No, he didn't. He didn't. Let's go helicam and 10 seconds. Oh yeah, that was really, really wide. So driving in the wets, brake bias all the way to the back. Don't know how much goes to the back of the McLaren, but Paddy and Wayman are running 47.0. That's right. With McLaren, it does go down to 47.0. That is the furthest back you can put the brake bias. So yeah, maybe to choose running the brake bias too far forward.
It also could be that his setup, due to, I mean, you see how he's sliding, you know, it's a bit
Yeah.
more loose, so maybe he can't just go that far behind with the brake bias because of
And we do
Oversteering
know that
into the braking zones.
Tachus is a driver that really loves a car that's loose and rotates on corner entry. So that usually is how he likes to drive. So maybe he set up his car in such a way that it is already quite loose on entry. But let's see. Anatoly in the pits.
And he's in the pits.
Tachus in.
Oh,
So
did he touch the line? I don't think
oh,
so.
that is a very good question.
Oh, and he loses time. He's braking way too early. Yeah, that costs him much time.
Interesting. So let's see where his prediction is going to come out. At the minute, Tachus is going to come out right behind car 999, which is Sean. In fact, Tachus is going to come out basically on top of Sean if he doesn't change tires. So let's see what happens. I love this
I
pit
just
prediction
go
thing. It's cool.
Where is he?
Let's see
he is.
where Tomek would come out. Tomek would come out way in the lead with plenty of time. Hello, didgeridoo. Welcome to the stream. And a didgeridoo
Sean
to
is
you
going
too.
through the last corner right now.
Yeah, let's see. Currently in P6.
Last lap was a 51.3. And he's, no chance, he's way in front of him.
He is, so pit prediction was lying to me. Pit prediction.
Maybe he'd
What are you
switched
doing?
tires and repaired the car. We know he had some contact with Crossland before.
Yeah, true. So that may very well have caused him to lose a little bit of time. But that does mean then he'll be even quicker on this stint. Let's go on board then with Jan, because this is going to be important to see where his pit prediction comes out. At the moment, if Jan boxes right now, he would come out in front of the 999. No, he would be behind him now.
Yeah, I think he will stay out for a few more laps, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder is Jan going to go long? Crossland in the pits. Let's just check where his prediction is going to have him out. At the minute, car number 76 is coming out just behind car number 9. So P7 is where Crossland would come out.
Yeah.
And oh, hello, there is Mr. Ramar in the background, sliding into the pits, as we saw in the background.
It's
Amar,
really on the
though,
edge there.
yeah, very much so. But yeah, what do you think? Amar's probably going to have a pretty big repair bill here today, isn't he?
Well, compared to his lap times in the last laps, I think. Let me check. Let me go back to the. Let me check the timetables. Oh, I can't see it. Damn.
Oh no.
It depends how much he's off pace. If he's only half a second off pace, I wouldn't recommend to repair. Even if the car feels weird, because you lose such a big time into the
Yeah.
pits if you're repairing.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
And Crossland is out of the pits again.
Is out in P5 then. And yeah, Mar is staying stationary quite a bit longer.
Yeah, I think he will repair. Ivanov still stays out.
Interesting.
And
What are the lap
Greshik is
times?
just 152.1, so he's a bit slower than before, but he is back on his pace. We saw some 53s there, but now he's back into his rhythm. I mean, he's alone on the track, but Wayne Man is already faster again, like as him.
Interesting. So if he has changed tires, now it looks like he has. I think that's a stationary time of 29.4 seconds, which does mean then that would most likely. You can see the pit stop times in ACC. Thank you, Mr. Pengu.
ACC TV.
So, Mr. Yuho, if you would like to join the commentary box, we'll have a chat to you about that. If you would like to get involved with commentary, I most certainly would love to get you trained up. I'll speak to you after the race. You can see the pit stop times in ACC TV. Yeah, so there is one number, 29.4, and then another number in brackets, 35.8. I assume the top number is number of stationary seconds. If you could let us know, Nico, that would be some great info. And it is looking like most drivers are then changing tires. So with less than 30 minutes to go here in this race. What is the weather looking like, Mr. Voller?
1 second. Oh,
You're going to
I'm
be
tapped out of
Mr.
the game.
Weatherman today.
So, where's the cut? There it is. So at the moment we have in about still 10 minutes less rain. So the conditions are getting better. But it's not stopping.
Interesting. So it's going to get lighter and lighter, but yeah, we're probably not going to go to dry conditions
And
then.
Greshik
So
is into the pits.
there he is indeed. Whereabouts is he going to come out? So Jan then does take over the lead of this race.
And he's the last one who didn't pit.
Yes, indeed. When is Jan going to pit? He is staying out there really long. So he must have carried an awful lot of fuel. There's a yellow flag for Graysick there for some reason. Let's just see if
I
it's going to
think
show
it's
us
bugged.
what for. I think you're probably
Maybe
right.
he spun into bits. I don't know.
But, the crew drops the car. Out he comes from the pits. And as he's speeding up,
Fuller got a white flag.
yeah, just ooh.
So, what is the gap right now? Between Wayneman, okay, still 10 seconds, so Grishik still gapped the other drivers.
Yes,
But the lap
indeed.
times are getting a bit faster for the guys who already pitted, so Ivanov is losing some time here. He should go into the pits now until he wants go until through the end.
What kind of times is Jan doing right now? Jan 53.855.
Yeah, he should pit right now, to be honest.
Yeah, he's just losing time now to the drivers around him, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean Amar's right behind him. He's a lapped car, and you see
Yeah,
he's gaining again on him.
Trying to unlap himself here.
He takes the curb there pretty good though. Pretty good confidence through the corner.
Yeah, he seems to have a really good feel of the grip of the car, despite being on older tires.
In comparison to Amar, definitely. When
Oh,
you
for
look at
sure.
them, Amar is sliding every corner, and Ivanov is just going clean out of the corners.
It's like a complete contrast in driving style, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Fun fact between Carlos and me, Carlos had always problem with graining on the front tires because he oversteered the car.
Interesting.
So he had always problems with understeering, so he wants to have a more loose car.
Interesting.
And for me it's different because I steered I steered a bit different. I had problems with oversteer. and not with
Interesting. So
understeer.
you preferred a more understeery car then to be able
yeah,
to
yeah.
balance it out. Interesting. And there we go. Jan does decide to box on this particular lap. Let's see where his prediction is going to bring him out. He is going to come out behind car number 9 right now. So
Yeah, I think so.
he is
He
going
lost
to
too
come
much
out.
time.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to depend on whether he changes tires though, because his prediction is now ahead of car number 9. But yeah, I think he's just lost a little bit too much time, hasn't he? This is going to be close then. Let's see what it's like on board with Mr. Cruchon.
Let's see if he switches tires. I mean, the inlap was pretty decent.
Yeah, if he doesn't change
for him.
tires, then that may very
Could
well
be
decide it.
close,
Could.
But I think the right decision is switching tires because he dropped the pace in the last few laps.
True. Jan moving, yeah.
No, he
is
didn't switched.
just moving. And
I think he did switched.
let's see if we can tell by the pit stop time. 28.3 seconds. TT for Amar! Amar with the drive-through. So track
that's
limits
good
proven
for,
tricky here
Ivanov.
today. That is.
That's good for Crossland and Ivanov.
It is. Because that does mean then that Amar is going to struggle to catch those guys.
It could be also that Ivanov is driving more safely because he has already free warning.
Possible.
Only speculating, but it's possible.
That is a
He-
very good observation. Yep. Amar in the pits then to serve that. As we see Sean diving down the inside of a BMW, trying to lap the BMW.
Yeah.
As he's under blue flag conditions. And there we go.
Do we have some on-track battles right now? I don't think so. So maybe we just can go into the onboard with Greshik and just enjoy one lap with him?
Let's try that for sure. So, on board with...
If you press
Run
F6, you have the other onboard cams. Yeah, like that.
There we go. That is looking good. And let's just enjoy this BMW.
It looks like he's already cooling the tires.
Yeah, interesting. Is he struggling with tire temps? Or is he just keeping it within a nice window because he's got that gap?
I mean, the track looks drier than at the start of the race, so maybe there will be a second thread coming out.
Ooh,
with dry tires. But you will lose so much time, I think. In 19 minutes, you lose over a minute in the pit. It would only make sense if everyone is switching tires.
Yeah, that would be a big mistake if you were to change and no one else did, I think. Although, the lap times are pretty slow. Tomek with a 53.2, Sean with a 54.9.
Maybe Ivanov switched to dry tires?
Oh,
That
wow,
could be possible.
that would be... That could
It
be...
could be dry conditions already. I mean, it's still damp, but we know that you can drive with slick tires in damp conditions if the track is dry enough.
Interesting. Tchus might have chosen dries as well. He's doing a 51.5 last lap, which is...
Yeah, but he was too early in the pits, I guess. He drove too consistent for that.
Yeah.
So,
He's
I mean, it's
catching Sean though.
It's Greshik's first lap out of the pits, so
Yeah,
maybe
there's
he
gonna
just
be...
needs to get up. Or he just switched the tires. That could be too dry because he thinks it's dry enough, but it's still slower.
Maybe.
That could be too. But Wayneman is driving also 54s.
There's
because of that one
52.9.
incident.
Yeah, 54.9. So, yeah.
That was because
Our
of that
leaders-
incident in the chicane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. 52.1 that previous lap. So that is looking a little bit better. But Kenzo is faster.
Yeah, and Ivanov too with a 51.7.
Oh, sorry to cut across you there. We're going to have to go to the replay here because Kenzo coming up very quickly behind Sean.
Sean Wayman.
I wonder, does the Tchus just brake too late again? It doesn't appear as dry tires for Ivanov in game, but that could be bugged. As we know, yeah! Oh, Tchus getting on the brake pedal really late there. And almost making contact with Sean ahead, but thankfully avoiding a collision. But yeah, Kenzo very quick right now. Jan very quick right now, 51.7 so far. Amar is on dry tires according to the game, so Amar, let's keep an eye on Amar's lap time and see what kind of times the dry tires can do.
So the last one was a 2:14.3. I think this is
Yeah,
not
that must have
his
been
pace
his-
with right tires.
No, exactly. That must have been his drive-through lap. And
Yeah.
Krutov is on dry tires as well, but he stopped just now. So he has served
Okay.
another pit stop.
So maybe we are right now on the sweet spot where the dry tire is getting faster compared to the wet tires.
Oh, this could be very interesting.
And we see that Teshus is gaining on Rainman still. And Ivanov is gaining on Teshus.
This could be all to play for. We could have a three-way battle for P2. And
He did the 51.3. So the
wow.
wow, that's good lap from him there.
It's still not quite as quick as the wet tires early in the race, but yeah.
He's definitely gaining.
Definitely gaining, for sure.
But in 30 minutes plus, it will get more rain. I mean, yeah, it's still 50 minutes left, but
It could
There
start to
was a yellow
spike at
flag.
the end, though, and that could make it difficult for
Yeah.
the drivers.
oh, there's a car on the track.
Ooh.
Krotov just stands on the second straight.
Hopefully all okay there.
Maybe his wheelbase died or something.
Hopefully not. Well, Amar improving by a second over his last lap time. Oh, Condor says my
Yeah.
engine broken. No.
No,
So car number 10 struggling.
it's broken.
Issues. It's broken. It's broken. Issues with that engine. Is that going to be a retirement then for Condor? Might
Yeah,
be able
definitely.
to return to the pits.
No, no,
get some
it's
repair.
red.
It's red. Oh, that is really unfortunate for Condor. That's he done so well getting to 45 minutes of the race complete, but yeah, it can happen to any of us. Especially in wet conditions, it's so easy to shift
Ooh,
into the
Teshus
wrong gear. Ooh, hello.
maybe gets the opportunity now to overtake
Oh,
Rainman
he
here.
does. This is going to be it. The Juice we know is the last of the late breakers.
And they are all
look how close
gaining.
Jan is.
Yeah, and they're all gaining on Greshik.
Oh, this is not written yet. And Juice then does make the move for the lead of the not the lead for P2 of this race. He's not quite the lead yet. But this is really interesting. Gracek in the 53s, Kenzo in the 51s, Sean in the 52s, Jan in the 52s. So right now, the fastest man on track is car number 9. But
Yes.
10-second gap with 13 minutes to go. Voller, is that going to be enough time
Well,
for
we
him
have-
to catch?
About 6 laps left. So 6 to 7 laps, so he needs to be about 1.5 seconds faster per lap, I guess.
He's going to need
this
to
is getting
push for his life.
This is getting pretty close though. I mean, he can do it if he has still speed tokens left.
Yeah.
You mean, I mean track limits? I'm sorry.
Speed tokens. we all
but
got to use
he
those
needs
speed
to be
tokens.
very cautious.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. We don't know if he's already used those.
But the gap is down to 8 seconds right now. 8.3, 8.5 seconds. So
So
maybe
this could be close.
this could be close, yes.
And all the time, Jan is catching as well. So Jan's going to get involved in this.
Yeah. This is pretty heating up in the end of the
It
race.
is,
I
yeah.
didn't-
Who knew it would
thought
be
of that.
this spicy towards the end?
Oh, MR had another incident, I think. Look at his front.
You're right. Let's just see if we can see that.
I think it's too far away.
It might be. Is it going to be that curb? It is that curb! It is! It's the same corner
Oh,
as last
no.
time. So, yeah. Touched that curb and spun the car. although he might have been losing grip before actually touching the curb as Jan swings the car in as well. Whew,
And
he
there's
is
a speed
right on the
token
edge.
gone.
That is a speed token. Yes. And,
No,
yeah.
we shouldn't tell it speed tokens. That sounds like you're intentionally cutting the track. We should.
Drivers would never do that. You would never do that,
No,
would you,
no,
Mr.
no,
Fuller?
no. Of course not. I mean, seriously. I wouldn't overtake off track either.
Which actually, yeah, that's something we probably need to. Whoa, yeah,
Whoa, he
inside
goes for the
Sean!
move! Oh, it's too late.
That
He
was,
braked too
yeah.
late.
That looked like one of those. Oh, I'm not going to try to make a move, but oh, yeah, we made a move. Oh, where'd Sean go?
But good awareness from.
Where?
What happened?
Where did oh, we moved. We switched to Kenzo. Sorry,
Wow.
the camera switched just as I was looking at. Yeah.
But good awareness from Amar. He saw
Yeah.
there two cars coming and.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, down
And
the
does
inside,
he
Sean,
make
but
the
Sean's going to
move?
try to switch back.
There's the switchback. The old switcheroo.
The old switch.
But they're side by side into the next corner.
And Jan's going to have the
I
inside.
think Ivanov has a bit more slingshot there because he took the outside.
Oh, look at that. He's got so much more grip on the inside as well.
Yeah, well done from Ivanov.
Wow, beautiful move there.
Come on, mate, just take your first podium to the end. Still 9 minutes left. And Couchon is 6.6 seconds down to Greshik, so he's gaining. But I think it's not enough. He's only a second faster right now.
Yeah, it's not quite enough, is it?
Maybe he had some traffic or something.
Yeah, it's also possible that Gracek may very well just be managing the gap. You know, maybe he's used up all of those tokens. You know, he's maybe right now on 3 track limits, doesn't want to push it. You know, why push your luck whenever you have plenty of gaps? So maybe he's just managing that right now. Let's keep an eye on the lap times.
But he's driving pretty consistent. I didn't see the last 3 or 4 laps were always 53.3 in between the 10th. That is pretty consistent.
That is indeed. And whenever you've got a car behind you catching this quickly, yeah, you want to give yourself enough of a gap just in case you do make a mistake. It's down to 6.2 right now as we switch to Mr. Gracek, who starts lap 27.
And there's the next lap from Tishoes with 1.3 seconds faster than Greshik.
Oh, so Kenzo is pushing like mad here. Gap down to 6.4.
So right now we have
Not
4
letting
laps
that podium
left,
go.
4 to 5.
5 laps remaining,
He
roughly
needs
1 second gained
to-
by Tachus.
Yeah, he needs to take a bit more risk to get close to him, but I think he will be in the last lap. He will be behind him, but there's no chance to overtake him, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, Gracek, you know, is another one of those good, consistent drivers, and you know, I think it's going to take a mistake from the BMW man. You know, we know how difficult it is here
or
to
another pace
overtake
drop.
here. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, he's just keeping that consistency there. So for sure, I think the win's probably out of reach here today. But yeah,
Is still behind Ivanov.
he is. He's
by
hanging in
1
there.
second.
He's not letting it go. That's very close to track limits.
So what is doing Greshik for lap times right now? He did a 53.6, so he is getting slower. What is the shoes doing?
Interesting.
52.3, so
Ooh.
1.3 seconds again faster.
Yeah, so oh,
This
it's
is
right
getting
on the limit.
interesting.
It is. It's right
5
on the limit
seconds
though.
left. Ivanov doing 52.42.
Whew.
So,
Ivanov flying as well.
yeah. Trying to save his podium from Wayne.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting. Sean was doing so well in the early phases of this race, but since the pit stops, that pace has just dropped off for car 999. Unfortunately losing 2 positions as a result.
But it's still a good result for the first
It
race.
is,
I mean,
for sure.
Technically he still can be on the podium if something happens.
Yeah, for sure. It's not all over yet. It is
Don't
never
curse it.
over. And Wayneman was also the first to come in, so his tires are the oldest. That is a very good point indeed.
Yeah, definitely. He's around 30 minutes out of the pits now.
And
Greshik is with 20 minutes, and Tijoux with 25 minutes out of the pits. So Tijoux has 5 minutes more on the track with these tires, but is faster.
very interesting. I wonder how much of it comes down to just setting the correct pressures, rather than actually being a difference between the wets and dries.
So the thing is, with the pressures, you want them about in the wet about 30 psi, plus minus 0.3 psi. That should be fine. Then you're a pretty good gap. But if you're getting too high or too low, you're losing time.
Yeah.
The same is in these conditions. You still want to have with dry tires about 28 psi, but no chance there. 27, sorry, not 28.
Yeah, it'll be
because
so
the tire
difficult.
is getting cooled so there. So you just pitch up the pressures that you get at least in the knee of them. Otherwise, when you know it's getting dry, you should drive with normal pressures. But if, for example, for an endo race or something, you know.
Yes, indeed. But right now we know that it's not going to go dry, so it'll be interesting to see, to chat to the drivers afterwards to see what their decisions were. 3.4 seconds!
3.1 actually.
3.1 seconds!
2.8.
Wow! This is an incredible drive from car number 9. Can he
Let's go in
make
his
it?
on board.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with his onboard. That's a very good point.
I mean, he sees him, but it's getting close.
Yeah. It's got to be so frustrating that he's right there. But there is only 3 minutes left to go. Yeah, surely this cannot just be Tomek managing the pace. This has got to be his pace. Yeah, interesting.
VW is shitbox. I'm going to drive to McLaren.
Track is still damp. If you massively overpressure the dries and guess correctly how much you need to overpressure, dries can still work. So, yeah, that is interesting.
This remembers me on Mirko Bortolotti, who made a move last season in DTM. He was the only one who's going to the dries in mixed conditions, and at the end he won the race through that.
Interesting.
Or didn't won, but still gained a few points, places through that.
Interesting. So, Nico, which number is the stationary time? Is it the top number or the one in brackets? 1.8 seconds! And Sean is still very close to Jan as well. This is going to be a crazy last lap.
So if Tijoux nails this lap, he may have actually a chance to overtake him in the first corner.
He might. Oh,
Next
Gresic
lap.
over! Oh, that's got to be a cut.
Yeah, he's invalid.
Yeah, so Gresic is struggling. The lower number. So Gresic 27.9 seconds. Kenzo 36. So probably then Tomek did not change tires. Second heat cycle into that tires is never good on performance. So
Yeah, that's right.
that is probably why these tires are really struggling right now, despite having the pace early on in the race.
Tissues changed tires, Grasic didn't. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. So we have still 1 lap left. Maybe he gets a shot into the chicane or something.
here we go.
But he's still 8 tenths behind.
Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Oh, look how much he catches under the brakes, though. It's a 1 second gap. It's gonna take an absolute hero final lap for to choose to be able to make it. Grasic driving for his life as well, though. He really wants to get that 3rd win. Grasic's tires definitely have graining on them, probably also some flat spots, yeah, for sure. Those tires have got to be feeling really second-hand right now. Oh, they're going right over that curve. It's so risky. Look how close he is! Is he gonna try ascend into the chicane? He's not. But Grasic is so nervous in the chicane from making a mistake previous lap. But
He can try to make a move in the 3rd last corner if he's close enough. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
he
think-
just lifts up to get a better exit right now.
yeah, I think that is gonna be his only real option. And it looks like it's gonna be an option. Here he goes! He's gonna go to the outside!
defense.
He breaks late! Right the outside! Oh, there's a
Oh,
little
they
touch
touched.
there! Oh no!
Oh, no.
No! He's made contact with Grasic. Grasic's around. He doesn't take the position though. Good sportsmanship from Tachus.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. We wanted to see that go
Maybe
right to
outside
the
right now?
end.
No. Maybe inside?
He might have the drive towards the line, but the line comes early here. Grasic wins here at the Hungaroring. But what a race we saw towards the end there. A crazy battle on that final lap. Jan holds out ahead of Sean Wainman. Sean then does lose 2 positions, but still really, really good result for first race here. Jonathan Crossan with a P5, another good result here in this season. Paddy Thomas with a P6. Amar coming home P7. A couple of struggles during that race, but still making his way to the end. Brandon Fuller then with a P8.
Rashik just wrote in the chat.
What has he?
I mean, it's after the race, but they're still cars driving.
Yeah, true. We will have to take a decision on that. Can you take a screenshot, please?
Yeah, I did.
Excellent. Oh, what a race that was!
Yeah.
My
Kinda
goodness. I think Tachus didn't try to overtake at the last corner. I was letting Grasic take the win. Yeah. Tachus knew that that contact would be considered an illegal overtake, so that is why he made sure not to take the position right after the contact, which is a very fair thing to do. You know, I think it was very fair to not take the position there. But we know that the Tachus is a very good driver indeed, and a great member indeed, and you know, would do the most sportsmanlike thing in that situation. But wow, what a race! That really came alive at the end. Well, it was alive during that whole event. It's really interesting.
Oh, I see what happened. Okay.
Oh yeah, while you're getting that info.
So, in the first try of Tachus in the right-hander, on the exit, Tachus just got a slide because he was on the curb. Maybe got a push bit got pushed a bit wide, but yeah, then they touched slightly, but all fine. And then I think the shoes just missed braked.
Oh,
Yeah, he just braked too late.
so unlucky. But yeah, he needed to make the move as early as he could. GG Crossland, good race there today. Very well driven indeed. Wow, what a brilliant race. I don't think we're going to get any interviews here today. So I think we will wrap up there for today. Any final thoughts?
Well, obviously it was a great race from all of them. We didn't saw many mistakes this time, like on Misano or something, so it was pretty clean. We had two interesting competitors today, like with Paddy and Waynes, which had a good first half of the race and dropped off in the second half. They will work on that, I guess, and also a good result for MTA from the shoes here. And let's see if Amar can recover from his mistakes today.
Yes, indeed. Interesting to see as well. And yeah, in that team championship, do you think Tradition Simsport will be able to hold on to their position in the table, or will they lose out to
obviously,
MTA? That is the question. What do you think?
I think if we would drive, we could compete, but
Yes.
I need to talk with Carlos about
Yes.
that. So maybe you lose your commentator for the next races.
Yes. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us in the box today.
Yeah, no worries.
No problem
Maybe
at
I'm
all.
later on NMU today.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, exactly. Please do join us for Le Mans Ultimate, which is coming up next. I'm going to pass over to Patty, and it's going to be me on track, and you're going to get to watch me struggle to drive a Ferrari. So do tune in for that, please. And check out that stream, Le Mans Ultimate, really taking off as a series. So hopefully you'll really enjoy that with us. Until next time, I have been Maverick.
And don't forget to take the speed tokens.
And don't forget to take your speed. No, don't. Nobody use speed tokens. Speed tokens. No, nobody use. Yeah. We do not condone using speed tokens. That's everything for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.